Christ.
It hurts. It hurts. I don't have anything else to say, to be honest.
Monaco, the country of luxury, yachts, and celebrities. Oh, and also the home of the most prestigious race in the Formula One calendar. The Monaco Grand Prix has been coveted as the most special race ever since the sport's inception in 1950. The Monaco Grand Prix has since been running every single year except for 1955, and the track layout remains mainly unchanged, owing to its popularity.
Course is going to be the crucial one. Don't get silly. Don't be silly.
Just disqualify them both.
Hence, when the 2016 Monaco Grand Prix was approaching, fear and excitement started to dwell in the heart of every Formula One fan. The 2016 season had already shown fans drama, as the dominating Mercedes had an internal rivalry at play.
Lewis Hamilton wheel-to-wheel with Nico Rosberg. In towards turn 2, his teammates got the inside line, they've touched again!
Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton had been fighting on the track for the lead in the World Championship, and by the time the teams reached Monaco, Nico Rosberg was sitting comfortably at 100 points, whereas Hamilton was 43 points behind in third place. Rosberg had won the first 4 races and had a DNF in the 5th, whereas Lewis Hamilton had to trail behind his teammate.
I have waited for this moment all my life.
Hamilton had already won the Drivers' Championship for the last 2 years and was a favorite in 2016 as well. But seemingly out of nowhere, his rival and teammate started to outpace him, and fans knew they were in for a treat that year. Hence, excitement was at an all-time high when Monaco came around. The street circuit in Monaco is unforgiving to drivers, and one wrong move can mean the end of your chances to win the all-important race. Furthermore, overtaking is also almost impossible due to the narrow streets, and it has been said that the race winner in Monaco is chosen by whoever has the best time in qualifying.
The circuit's official capacity is 37,000, making it the smallest of any in Formula One.
However, the weekend in Monaco had another secret that was revealed in the form of Daniel Ricciardo, who showed brilliant pace in the practice sessions and qualifying, and managed to achieve his first pole position, and the odds were slowly shifting in his favor for the win. Everyone was surprised to see someone other than the Mercedes be on pole, and were thinking that perhaps this race could introduce some hiccups in Mercedes' road to the championship. When Sunday came around, fans were ecstatic to see who would win. Ricciardo had the upper hand, but both Rosberg and Hamilton had superior cars, and one wrong move could have turned the whole race on its knees. A rainy day before the race meant drivers had to start behind the safety car, and it took 7 laps for the race to be properly started. Ricciardo defended well and managed to keep on to his lead at the restart.
It's the first time ever that we've had a safety car start here in Monaco.
The car is in this lap.
He's down on the throttle, he's going away.
As the race went on, the road conditions started to change, and more drivers made the switch from the wet compound tires to intermediates. The first to do so was Kevin Magnussen at the end of lap 7, but the track was slippery, and his teammate Jolyon Palmer crashed just 1 lap later, causing a virtual safety car to be deployed. Ricciardo's lead kept on increasing out front, and Hamilton was faster than his teammate on the wet tires. Hence, Mercedes ordered Rosberg to let Hamilton through in an attempt to catch up to Daniel Ricciardo.
Let's get going.
On lap 21, Rosberg pitted for inters, leaving only Ricciardo and Hamilton on the wet tires. Ricciardo also switched tires 3 laps later, leaving only Hamilton in the lead with the wet compounds. His strategy was to stay on these tires until the track was dry enough to switch to proper slicks. A fight between Ricciardo and Hamilton then commenced, with Ricciardo slowly inching closer lap by lap. His pace on the newer tires was unmatched, and he kept setting new fastest laps every chance he got. He managed to close the gap to half a second by lap 28, and it was clear Hamilton would get overtaken soon if he did not pit. Rosberg was following Ricciardo in third, and a wrong move for Hamilton could have ended in him losing his teammate again. Nerves were high as each spectator held their breaths, waiting for the next move by either team. The pivotal moment of the race came at lap 31, when Hamilton decided to change to slick tires. He went into the pits, and Red Bull decided to follow suit and change to slicks themselves. However, at the very last second, they decided not to take the risky route and chose to stick with interns. This caused havoc at the Red Bull garage as engineers scrambled to find the set of tires that would eventually find its way to Ricciardo's car. The bad stop for Red Bull played directly into Hamilton's hand, who, for the first time that season, was able to see the checkered flag from the front.
Here's Lewis pitting, the Mercedes crew are waiting. There he goes after leading the race into the pits. Now comes Lewis Hamilton, and it is ultra soft tyres going on. Daniel Ricciardo, the race leader, Lewis Hamilton making his way into the swimming pool chicane. Now they haven't got the tyres ready. The tyres aren't ready. Ricciardo is sat there waiting. Did he make the call? Did the team make the call? Whoever made the call, the tyres weren't ready. Super soft tyres going on.
Ricciardo tried his best to take back the lead at lap 34, but Hamilton defended his position successfully. Then a virtual safety car was deployed at lap 35 due to Max Verstappen crashing in the barriers, and it lasted for 2 laps. Ricciardo attempted to move on Hamilton again when the race restarted, but failed to regain the lead. Another VSC period was called at lap 50 due to a collision between the 2 Sauber cars, but the order in the front remained unchanged when racing began again.
And now Daniel Ricciardo wants to have a go into the back.
What the was that? Okay, let's get your head together.
Then, a 4th VSC was deployed when a plastic sheet came hurling down the track. But by now, Hamilton had already extended his lead, and the chances of Ricciardo passing him were slim. However, not all hope was lost, as just at the very end, with 3 laps to go, rain started to fall down, instantly changing the track surface. It was too late to switch to tires for any of the drivers, and they decided to risk it all and go until the very end. The slippery surface did prove to be a challenge, but Hamilton fought until the end and secured his 2nd win in Monaco, with Daniel Ricciardo following closely in 2nd place. Nico Rosberg lost his 6th place at the very last lap to Nico Hülkenberg and ended up in 7th place.
Get in there, Lewis. That was all you, mate. That was all you. What a job.
This was a major win for Hamilton, as he was finally starting to catch up with his teammate. Luck was by his side, and had it not been for Red Bull's pit stop error, he might have lost the race altogether. Furthermore, Rosberg's poor finish meant even fewer points for him. However, the situation was much worse for Red Bull. They had only 1 car that made it to the end, and the one that did finish lost out on a career-changing win due to strategic issues within the team. Ricciardo was naturally mad, and his post-race interview showed this clearly.
How do you think the team is going to explain away the fact that they called you in and yet weren't ready for you?
Don't know. And right now I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything. I want to get out of here, to be honest. You know, again, I feel I've delivered and done everything I can and not been rewarded. Lewis has a trophy today, and if Barcelona wasn't clear, this one was crystal clear. And again, I mean, I held my head high in Barcelona and took it on the chin, but this one I don't know how to handle. It hurts. This one hurts a lot, more than any other.
He tried to be positive, but losing after coming this close, especially twice in a row after his fiasco in Barcelona, hurts a lot.
I have no idea what to say about the strategies, why I waited for tires.
Lewis Hamilton left more cheery though, and his smile was as wide as could be standing atop the podium.
It hurts. It hurts. I don't have anything else to say, to be honest.
In the post-race interviews, he clearly stated he is still in the fight for the championship. Of course we're in the battle. We're still going. There's a long, long way to go. And just when you feel like when it couldn't get any worse, it gets better. So I think the message from today for everyone is, never give up.
Today is a feeling of just
one of the proudest moments I've had for a long, long time. Just proud of what I was able to do in the car. You know, because you're constantly, when you're in the car, sometimes mistakes come, you don't make the right calls, all these different things. And today, I made the perfect call, and it was my choice, you know. And if it's going to happen, it's going to have to be me, and I did it. So, just happy that I still am able to win.
After Monaco, Hamilton was reborn and was continuously winning races, slowly catching up to his teammate. The Mercedes pair won 19 of the total 21 races, and the fight between them came down to the very last round of the season in Abu Dhabi. Although Hamilton won the race, Rosberg managed to win the championship by only 5 points.
Remember, you only need P3.
Ricciardo did get redemption for his bad luck in Monaco 2 years later, when he finally won the coveted race. The 2016 Monaco GP was different, not because it was raining, and not because it saw a rookie show his flair, but because it was exciting at every turn. Attempts at overtakes, safety cars, drama at the pits. It had everything, which is something that cannot be said about the track normally. It was what Formula One fans had always wanted from Monaco, but had failed to receive.